Hi guys, it's Aprajita and you're watching Tonking Around. We're starting a new series here on the channel and it's going to be all about crafts and DIYs. Video, we're making a custom tapestry. It's really simple to do, anyone can do it and you do not need a lot of supplies for it. So let's get started.
Everything that you'll need 4 pieces of wood, some nails, a hammer, some tape and some different kinds of different texture and different colored yarn. So the first thing that we're doing is we're doing the frame. So I'll put all the 4 pieces in the shape of a rectangle. I'll measure out the opposite wood pieces and I'll tape the ends together. You could also put a nail through them, but I thought that was not necessary. Just double tape them and make sure that they're nice and secure so that the whole frame doesn't move around when you're doing the tapestry. So that's what I'm doing. So the next thing that I did was I took a ruler and a pencil and I marked markings at 1 centimeter distance. So later on these markings will help me when I'm putting nails in the wood, so they'll guide me to put nails at equal distances. So I'll do this for the opposite ends of wood. So I'm doing the top part first and then I'll do the bottom as well. Next I'm putting some nails into the wood. It's pretty easy. I used a hammer. Easy if you're using the packaged material wood. I was using I think Shisham wood, so that was a bit difficult, but I managed somehow.
I believed in, but you said shut it off, you're too old for dreaming. So I did my best to feel what you're feeling. But what about what?
Next I'm going to be taking a very fine white thread and I'm going to be looping it around all these nails. I'll loop it around every nail to make sure that it's nice and secure, and I also have to make sure that it's pretty tight so that the whole tapestry is structurally well made and it doesn't lose its shape. Actual tapestries. So the first layer that went in was this macrame. I wished I had done more layers of macrame, but I didn't. But you can go ahead and do that because you can always learn from my mistakes. So then there was this black one. It was a very fine thread and it is quite a time consuming process, but once you get the hang of it, you'll have fun with it. You can also use sort of like a ruler. I made one myself using some cardboard and tape, but in the end I didn't end up using it. You can use it, but I thought that it was not really helpful.
I start to wonder if I should change my mind.
While making the tapestry, what you have to make sure is when you're doing the horizontal bits, so you have to make sure that you're going above every alternate vertical piece of thread that we tied in earlier and below every vertical piece of thread that we tied in earlier. So you're doing alternate above and below alternate threads so that it's kind of a weave, right? You also have to make sure that you keep pressing it downwards throughout the entire process so that it's pretty tight and there are no gaps in between the tapestry. So once you get the hang of it, you can play around with different colors of yarn. You can go ahead and try some chunky yarn as well. This is what my tapestry looks so far. I also did some macrame bits and honestly it was the easiest thing to do because the macrame filled it up so nicely and it was a super quick thing to do. And this was probably the hardest part because I took 3 pieces of wool and I made it into kind of a braid and then weaved. It took me I think about an hour for this very small part and I don't know why I did it, but yeah, that's what it is. The easiest part is to do the chunky white wool, so that's why I ended up using a lot of chunky white wool for my tapestry. And I also used a lot of yellows and greens in between as I thought it will be a nice pop of color. And once the tapestry and you're happy with the design, you can go ahead and cut out these top threads that we tied earlier. So cut out 2 at a time and make sure you double knot them so that it's nice and secure. So that's what I'm doing. I'm cutting out 2 at once and then I'll put a knot, and to make it secure we'll double knot it.
And I don't wanna leave you hurting, so I've been keeping you in mind. I wish I could tell you just how I feel, but I'm just so conflicted I can't tell you what's real. I'm trying to find Cupid, so it's my heart of steel, but all this
tapestry, I decided that I want to hang it on this circular piece of wood. It's sort of a swivel, so that's what I decided to do. And luckily I found this piece of wood which was actually almost the size of the tapestry. It's a little broken on one of the ends, but that's okay because I decided that I want to tie these threads onto this piece of wood, but I decided that I want to give it a coat of black paint first because I also have black in the tapestry, so I thought it would look nice. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using some regular acrylic paints for this. You can use any paint that you have. I'll give it one coat of black paint, and the best thing about acrylic paints is that they dry off so quickly and you don't have to really wait. I also decided to make some yellow pom-poms because I thought that it kind of looked empty at the bottom and the whole tapestry was a bit short. So I made some using the same yellow wool that I used in tapestry because I thought it would look nice. And this is how it looks.
I was kissing you with my eyes open, but you said keep them closed and be in the moment.
That's it for the video, guys. I hope you liked the video, and if you do end up making something similar, do tag us on Instagram. I'd love to see what you create, and do subscribe because we're going to be coming out with another video next week. See you in the next one. Bye.
Instead of watching